Okay. Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to Football and Chills. I've got my man Veta, who today did not make an entrance, but he's also made another entrance, still making a statement with Jack, shutting down all the haters. So we're still in that. We still have that energy from yesterday today. So you can see, I am not tired. I'm more energetic today, more happier. Than other moments. I was watching some of the videos I've done. I was like, wow, I look very tired. It's obviously when you come from work, you have no energy. You don't want to be here, but you have to do it for the people. So, Veda, welcome to the show, man. We're gonna do a Premier League match. What, week 8 reaction? We skipped week 7. You know, week 7 was
Yeah,
skipped, so it's week 8. So, how you feeling, Veda? I see you looking fresh in the Nike.
I'm feeling good, man. It's Sunday, nice and chill. When you start the weekend with a win,
Yeah.
your teeth are whiter, your smile's brighter, everything's good. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm good,
Nah,
man. How about
yeah, and
you?
you and I'm good, man. And you also sleep very well. Welcome to the show, man. Daniel, big up to you, man. Unfortunately, today we couldn't have the controversial Carl because he's busy. He's doing some training, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna watch this. But it's also being done on his channel because the reason why I have it joined on his channel is his channel. We always want to do Premier League general matches and we want to do Champions League. So I'm looking after my boy. I'm giving him the content there. Giving him the content there. So okay, so let's get on. I don't know how many matches you've watched yourself. I tried my best to see a few. If some of them I didn't see them, I'm just gonna tell you the same thing that I didn't see them, but we're just gonna have a general opinion. So we'll start off with Friday. I somehow ended up watching both of these matches. Don't ask me how.
Oh,
Obviously,
really?
I was prepping. Yeah, I was prepping for the show, so I just wanted to see. Uh, not the Aston Villa Southampton, not impressive. Better, poor, very poor quality, very poor. What was being played is poor. It looks like Southampton losing Lavia is actually a big thing. I don't know if did you ever think you'd ever say that Lavia, a City Academy player, being lost and injured makes Southampton look average.
You
Ward
know,
Prowse was nowhere to be seen, man. Go ahead.
no, I mean it speaks a lot about, and we've joked about this, but it's a serious thing. It's a serious thing. The satellites that City has sent out to many different clubs, they're many of them are having impact,
Yeah, they're
and
happy.
Lavia's one of them, and he's been a bright star really early. It hurts to not only see him not being able to play, but obviously it's affecting the team out there. Um, I think what I think what needs to happen though is hopefully he recovers and come back quickly. But the football that we're seeing without him, it's like, dare I say it, he's the general. I know he doesn't have the captain's band, but
Mm.
he was running the show. So I didn't get a chance to watch the match as closely as you did. But when I do miss it, I watch the extended highlights. I try to also look to see the stat line and see who had an impact, and they look like they're trying to figure it out. That's what they looked like.
Yeah, it is. It's a weird team, man, because they play good football, right? The defenders are great, but the defenders can look great and incredible. They can do stuff where you're like, oh, this defender has got potential, but they concede like very easy goals. Like
Yeah,
Banzunu, who's also an academy player of ours, he's done so many good saves, but they let him down because when a keeper pushes the ball away, which he does. He pushes it to the side, but nobody's there to collect it. So they always score. They always end up with such goals. What he's made an incredible save because he saved
yeah,
the ball, right? He saves it while he's falling backwards, but nobody was there. So whoever from the guy from the other team hit it through, So it
yeah.
looks like he sort of gets let down because of such things. But that was the game. But Fulham, man, Fulham, what a story. Fulham were winning, then Northampton Forest almost came back. They started giving
Well,
a bit of a fight.
and it's a
So what?
battle. It's a battle of two promoted teams. So it was
Yeah,
really interesting to watch that. But
yeah.
go ahead.
So Fulham was dominating, and Vete, it's sad to see. Like it makes sense sometimes that when you buy stars or you buy ballers, doesn't mean they're gonna ball out. Like Gibbs is a potential. Gibbs is a good midfielder. Trust me, Gibbs is not just English hype. He's a good midfielder. Lodi is a left back we wanted, and then Atletico Madrid screwed us over. Maybe it was because we knocked them out. Uh, man, I don't understand JC Lingard. You were asked to go back to West Ham. You said no. So you go there for 220, whatever you're getting, but you're looking average, bang average, and poor. Not the Jesse Lingard, also West Ham. If you love football and you want to be part of the World Cup squad, why didn't you go back to West Ham?
I know, but you got to slow down there, Patrick, because look at where West Ham is right now, right?
Yeah,
So they're
but I think he could have enjoyed his food. Like not Forest. Yes, they've had few wins. West Ham are not doing great, but I think he could have improved the West Ham team and gelled better and enjoyed his football
yeah.
the last years. And I'm pretty sure if he wanted a bumper contract with the performances he was doing last time, if he
Mhm.
continued, I'm pretty sure he's going to be the best paid player at West Ham if
Yeah.
he obviously proved himself. I've seen players do that before. I saw Diaz get a bumper within 6 months. I've seen Rodri get a bumper. So I am a bit disappointed with the brother Veta because I saw
Yeah,
him play and it wasn't impressive. I was like, you're definitely not going to the World Cup. So why
I
did you leave
agree.
United? Why
I
did you leave
agree.
United then?
Le-
So I
le-
don't know.
leaving United, he definitely had to. Like he had to get out of there. I think it just wasn't flowing for him. And when he went to West Ham and the form that he showed, we were all like, "Oh, damn. If he continues this,
Yeah,
he's gonna revive his career." And he kind of did, right? The
he did. He
attention,
was in the England team. He was in the England team.
right?
Yeah.
And everyone was giving him his notice, like he's back. This is the Lingard that everyone was kind of expecting. I think he did hurt himself by going somewhere else because he obviously was vibing at West Ham. Now, the reason why I kind of brought up where they are in the standings is because yeah, he's probably feeling like I dodged a bullet in terms of where they are within the league. But his play and the form that he showed, yeah, he's taken a huge hit. I don't know what it is because you often feel like when you get that bump in pay that you feel you deserve or you want, then it's kind of like, I'm relaxed, right? I can just play. But
Yeah,
he's not showing that he deserves it, unfortunately.
no, Nottingham Forest have to be careful, and it's not even the manager because I like the manager. He's a good manager, but why did he? I think he shouldn't have. I heard that the other issue was this. Apparently, the players they had and the players that they came back with were on loan, so they were loan players, so they had to go back to the clubs. But why didn't you fight for those and kept core of that team? But you decided to
Yeah,
go shopping, like just go
yeah.
extra shopping. They have Iowa, whatever his name is, who was at Tottenham, who left. They also sealed that deal. Like they were signed 26 to 25 players or something. Like the squad just doesn't look like it's gelling.
I
Like you can see ballers, but I don't get it, man. So he was just saying yes, yes. Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Yes,
yeah.
go ahead. Nah, man. So let's move away from there. Let's go to Saturday, man. Saturday. So Saturday, we'll start off with the 12:30 one. We'll not touch much on that because we did. If you want to see much on that, me and Veta did much reaction on the True City Fan channel. You can go see that. I don't know if Veta have you done anything on your channel yet based on this, or you're yet to.
No, you know what? The beauty of it, and I feel it's kind of like just if I do the match reaction, it's with you and the fam, right?
Mm,
Or
mm,
if it's over with Martin, and we kind of just do it that way. And then
mm.
when the week comes into Tuesday or Wednesday, then it's talking about something else. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's never your thing. Your thing is to chill, sit down, and just go over everything. I've seen like go watch his show, man. Why always me? It's very interesting, and he does something different from majority of the YouTubers. It's more talking, having a chat, having a convo. Go over to Veta Games, and you'll be able to see that. So we went to Wolverhampton, and now since we're neutral, so we can speak in a very neutral manner. Uh, Obviously, Man City started off 55 seconds go by Jack. I can see you have the Jack picture at the back. You're gonna have to hook me up with something like that. I don't know how you do it. I don't know if it's a green screen, but anyway, how did you think of the game? Let's pretend as if you're not a City fan. Take out the City classes. What was the game? Explain the game briefly. I'll give it to you.
the game, if you're looking as a neutral, if you didn't have any expectations, you didn't know any storylines, you just thought, okay, here's another team up against City that's going to put out their best effort. They're not necessarily they're going to do their best not to be embarrassed, but they know that they're playing against league champions, so it's going to be a match that they're going to be up for. And when you have that, you expect it to be a grind and you expect it to be really difficult and you want to make it as hard for City as possible to score. You mentioned it. City scored within the first minute, and that first minute was scored by a player that was under tremendous criticism, not only by pundits and neutrals, but many of City's fan base. So that just, I think it just threw out kind of like the game plan for Wolves out the door because they're like, let's make it tough for City, and City's already gone up a goal. So now we have to chase City, and City's gonna pass it around us and look for opportunities. So they did that. I think if you didn't know and what happened with regards to going down 2 goals, that was, I believe, 15 minutes into the game as well. So the scoring happened really quickly from a game standpoint. And again, that second goal happened from a Holland that I would argue and say was a half chance. He was strongly defended, put a shot on net. The accuracy was amazing. The shot didn't have the most power, but it beat the keeper. And City going up 2 goals, Wolves, no any team, they're going to have to come out and attack. And coming out and attack and trying to prevent another goal cost them a red card because a challenge, feeling under the pressure, I think is why that challenge against Grealish happened. So I think neutrals were probably disappointed because they wanted to see maybe a game that went closer to the wire in terms of it being decided. But City up 2-0, it was pretty much business as usual. I thought it was I wouldn't say that it was a great game from the kickoff to the final whistle. I think Wolves definitely showed that they had fight being down a man, especially how they came out in the second half. So their fan base should be really happy about that. But City and Pep in particular, does have some things that criticizes players on going into this international break to have them sharp for when they come back.
Yeah, because I heard from somebody saying at the stadium he was on his seat and he was shouting and he wasn't happy at all. Like the time when Wolves were giving pressure to Man City, Pep wasn't happy. Apparently, he was shouting and putting his and he couldn't sit down. Like I don't blame him. There was a point
Yeah,
in time we looked like the mid-table team. They looked like champions. They were
yeah,
balling. Like it's good to give like flowers. Like I like Wolves, but they'll make me laugh. Remember, I said it in the space. I don't know if you listen in the space when people like 6-0. I said, "Whoa, Wolves when they go to 10 men, they give up and say, fuck it, we're gonna go hard." That's what they do. It's just
yeah,
quite funny. Every time they've gone down, remember they beat us when they were like 10 men. Wolves was ten
exactly.
men, and they managed to beat Man City. That's what they do when they give when that because they've got ballers. That's the thing. They've got people who can play football. So
Yeah,
when they're done 10 men, what do? They stop being cagey. They play ball, and trust me, they can keep the ball. That Nunes guy, I have a feeling very soon people come after him. But Neves, my God, he was playing as a centre back and dropping into midfield. Did you see that? He's the one
yeah,
who, when Haaland took the ball on a half turn, Neves went with the tackle like a proper centre back, and the guy was like, he's playing centre back and CDM at the same time. That
yeah.
guy never, man, and to find out he's just 24, 25.
Oh, I
I
didn't know
have a
that.
man. I would take him if Gundo left. I would take Neves, man, because Neves is incredible. I think he's incredible. Remember, we came after him. Apparently, he's got 1 year left in his contract. We came after him at a point in time, and they charged us 90 or 100 million. But now he's got a year left, and I would go for him, man. So anyway,
Yeah,
let's move on. Let's just see what Chris, how you doing, man? Big up to you. Yeah, it's just a two-man panel, Chris. But big up to you, man. I enjoyed your video on the Joshua and Tyson, the boxing one. I enjoyed that, Chris. I enjoyed that. Good evening, Doug. How you doing, man? Who gets sacked first, Brendan Rodgers or Max Allegri? Who do you think? Because Juventus are also in the mud, Peter. It's not good. They're seventh or eighth now, Juve. Lost again today.
I think I think it happens to Allegri before Rodgers. I do.
But
As
what?
as
But
as poor as it's happening over there for Rodgers, I still think that because of Juventus and they're like, we can't be here. We need to fix up. I
but
think Allegri
what's
goes.
keeping Brendan Rodgers at the in the job? Because that was bad. That was pathetic. 6-2.
I, yeah, but I also think it's also because of what happened in the transfer window. Like he didn't really get backed, right? They didn't strengthen to make some type of push. So a lot of players, and there's players rumored to actually possibly go. Like there's a few clubs
Yeah,
looking at their talent,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Like a lot of them are not signing contracts. So Yunchu, who's one of the best defenders, hasn't renewed his contract, and they wanted to loan him out to Galatasaray. I think that's bad. That's a loss of quality. I think if I was United, I'd be looking at Sayuncu. I'm seriously like if I was United, I'd be
Mm.
looking at Sayuncu. So it
So
says gonna cost a lot to sack Brendan Rodgers. Apparently, wow. I think I heard something like this. Apparently, the
he's on
one
a
I
big
made a joke.
contract.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. So they have to pay him a lot. That's the reason why you don't just give these people. I remember when they were giving him an extension. Why he hasn't achieved that great. That's what You have to be careful,
Yeah.
man. I think
I
now.
wouldn't kill him though. I wouldn't kill him because, like I said, I think they didn't really strengthen to be in a position of success. But
Mm.
if he gets that, he has to get them comfortably out of relegation. But I think he
Yeah.
does that. Go
So
ahead.
on that note, let's just go to Leicester versus Spurs. Then go ahead.
Mhm.
Keep speaking. Yeah.
So yeah, I think again, it's kind of like a huge contrast of clubs, right?
Mm,
Spurs invested, gave Conte
mm,
tools to actually do his thing this season. The opposite happened over at Leicester, and I
mm.
think even watching this game, if you watched it from start to finish, again, you wouldn't say that Spurs were slapping them
Mm.
for this entire game. And I honestly feel like you're never going to be able to say that about the Spurs. Like just the way Conte sets them up and
Yeah.
the way they play, it's
Mm.
never going to be like all out. We're going to like blitz you. We're going to show you that we have more quality
Yeah.
than you. It's
Mm.
always kind of cagey. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
It's a cagey affair. My relationship with Spurs is not great, but I just don't like that football. I'm sorry. We were busy calling Tugo Taliban and everything, but the actual Taliban is stayed in the league. My God, man. I get it. It's effective. That's what I like about Conte. His football is effective. But if it doesn't go well, it doesn't go well. Like Sporting played them a perfect game to play Conte, where
Hmm.
you just continue pressuring them, let them keep soaking, don't give up. Sporting never gave up to the 90th minute because Conte teams get tired of defending. They get tired
Yeah.
of waiting. So when they just drop their concentration, you attack them. But look, for me, at the end of the day, I'm going to say this. Son, everybody was saying shit about Son, but he answered the people. He answered you guys with the three-piece. Some City fans say they're happy because they believe that three-piece was for City, but it's gone to the wrong people. So City fans are calm better because they thought that three-piece he dropped. That's the three-piece he was gonna drop on us. I wouldn't be
Amazing.
surprised if that three-piece was for us. Doug says 10 to 15 million. I heard for Rogers to be released from Leicester. Wow. I agree. Rogers wasn't back though, but that's because the company they are backed from have lost money due to COVID. Wow. A
Mm.
Conte team scoring 6 goals. I was also surprised, man. But let's be honest, that keeper Ward, whatever his name is, Ward, who plays for Leicester, that I have never seen in my life. A keeper who was bad. People always give Edison smoke, but this guy is poor, and I don't know why they let go of your man Casper. I should have. If it was me, I should have kept Casper. 31 years old, and you're throwing him away. That's when the keeper is great. That's why I'm saying there's something deep down in that club that's not right
Yeah.
because most of the big ballers are waiting for the transfer window. Most of them will move in January. Then September. I wouldn't be surprised if Leicester go down. What do you think? Leicester might go down. It's going to
Le-
that point.
if Leicester goes down, if this is going to sound too I don't know, too kind to Rodgers. But if Leicester goes down, it's because of ownership. It's
Mm,
because of the team itself, how the team's built, and like what C Dub just mentioned, he wasn't backed. Whether the ownership took some serious losses during
yeah.
the pandemic, I get all that, but if Leicester goes down, it's because they didn't strengthen to remain competitive. I don't think it's a reflection of Rodgers and his coaching managing ability. It's just the team itself, and it's gonna be tough to see because not that I have mad love for Leicester, but they're always kind of like that team that I think I can. They're the ones that kind of battle it through and
Mm.
stay in the mix. So we'll see what happens, man. That this January transfer window might be drama.
Yeah, my drama. And I was watching the game. So Madison, man. I used to think Madison is all English hype, but I don't think he is better. I watched the game. Madison looked above the level of a player than both sides. Both midfields, the best midfielder on the pitch was Madison, and you can tell that this guy is talented. You can tell this guy is the real deal. It's not just English hype as people call it. He says Son reacted well, being dropped to the bench. Let me be honest though, Chris. I was saying Richarlison is a waste, but Richarlison is balling. He's cooking at Spurs, and I understand why Conte will drop Son because Richarlison and Kulusevski were actually playing great. Big up to Son, man. For me, to be honest with you, I would still not drop Son, but Conte, big up to you. That's smart. You're a big man. I've always wanted Son at City. Unfortunately, now he's tied down in a 3-year contract. But Son at City, I think, would have cooked as a left winger. Last time when he was on a 1 year contract last season, I was like, my God, why didn't we go for Son? He's on a 1 year contract. So what's positioning was very suspect. Yeah, that's right, Dad. Very suspect. Like the vid, guys. Subscribe to Football and Chills. Subscribe to Veda Games. Keep going, guys. Let's keep going. I hope you guys are having a drink, a coffee, water, whatever. Relax with us, as it says. Grab a drink and relax with us and chill with us. Actually, what am I saying? Danny Ward has never struck me as a number one. Me too, man. I think even Karius would do better. Big up to my man Karius. He's now at
Wow.
Newcastle. Yeah, Karius is a
Wow.
yeah, man. Ward is bad.
Carius would do better. That's okay.
Ward is bad. Okay, look. So Newcastle versus Bournemouth. I watched this game. I was impressed by Bournemouth because people thought Bournemouth would get slapped. I don't know if you watched the game. I watched the game, very interested. Isak scored a pen. They were lucky. Newcastle were lucky to get that pen. Yes, Newcastle were given a lot of pressure, but Bournemouth defended well. It's just the defender. Look, we're all human beings, right? That's what
Most of
I
us, yeah.
know. This is what I keep telling people. We're all human beings. We're prone these mistakes made by like Laporte that time during the Madrid. People went after him. Most defenders make mistakes. People say, "Why are you being stupid?" It's part of human nature. Even what Milner did in that game where he used his hand. It's just
Yeah.
human nature. Sometimes you get defensive. I see what he did, but I didn't blame him. They played very well. Very good taken goal by the guy who plays for Bournemouth. Very good, and Isak, very good pen. It was a good match, man. And big up to Bournemouth. There was people are saying they were gonna go down. Unfortunately, Bournemouth are not actually losing anymore after they sacked their manager. They're actually doing very, very, very well. So Bournemouth is actually doing well. People thought Newcastle were gonna slap them, but Bournemouth did well.
Oh,
And
Bournemouth, they're schizophrenic. Like they
yeah,
play good, they play bad. They
yep.
give up tons of goals, and then they play compact and make it tough. Like I hate the fact that generally when they play against us, they're the tough team, and then when they're playing against some of our rivals, they seem to just relax and give up goals. But I was surprised to see this result at the end of the day. I didn't get a chance to see the match live.
Oh, they packed the bus and went. You know what I liked? Remember how Newcastle packed the bus with us and just was countering us? These guys packed the bus for Newcastle, and Newcastle got the test of being a
Okay.
big team for the first time. Like being a, I'm not saying Newcastle not big. I'm saying being one of the top
Yeah,
teams
yeah,
where
yeah.
they packed the bus for you. They packed the bus for them and it was effective. They closed all areas and said break us. Even that also
Okay.
said Newcastle are testing what happens to Liverpool, what happens to United, what happens to teams like Arsenal. They're parking the bus for them and not letting them through and saying break us. That's when Newcastle was exposed because they don't have creative midfielders. That's what I noticed. Bruno Gomes, yes, he can be creative, but don't have people like De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Gundogan. They were struggling. They were trying to go route crossing. All Bournemouth was doing is
Yeah, clearing it out.
defending. So look, it's a good thing. Bournemouth looked like that strong ever since the manager left. Maybe there's some politics behind all those bad performances because I haven't seen a bad performance since he left. They actually won the
Yeah.
game after he left. Now it's a draw. So look, let's move over to let's move over to today. Everton got a win against West Ham, but we're gonna start with the Champions Elect, Arsenal. Arsenal
Mm.
went away to Brentford. I actually thought Brentford, being Brentford, and that they give a lot of teams difficulty. I thought Brentford were going to make it difficult for Arsenal. Okay, so should we
Same.
say Brentford did not make it difficult for Arsenal, or should we say that Arsenal are that good?
I think it is the latter. I think it is Arsenal are that good because they had to respond after what happened to them against against United, right? Because they were
Yeah.
talking all big. They were talking about, expectations for the season, and United just humbled them, right? So I think Arteta got in their ear and made sure that they were all up for it. Obviously, they weren't at full strength, but he made sure that they were ready to play against Brentford after also realizing that Brentford took a win off United. So I think the team itself were just ready for the challenge. And you know what? Was that performance against United that Arsenal have going to be a consistent thing? I don't think so. And Arteta's going to did his best to make sure that it wasn't that. Looking at again, I did watch this match. Looking at Arsenal, they are a good team. There's no doubting it. Like they are a good team. They need to be challenged more. I think they also need to play like you were just talking about, Patrick, and you were making a great point. the way Newcastle now had to experience Bournemouth being defensive and compact and making it difficult, when Arsenal starts facing teams that have that same approach towards them, I think is going to be a good test as well. But there's no denying it. Top to bottom, I mean, defense to forward, they have quality. They should be high in the league.
Yeah, there will be, and number one right now, sitting at number one, and yeah, it's maybe time to take them seriously. Maybe it's time to sit down and say maybe Arteta is doing the right thing because even the guy, the Vieira guy, they bought, I don't know if he's Portuguese. He scored an amazing goal from outside. So Arsenal are cooking. Arsenal fans should appreciate this. Like if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be appreciating this and know that look, we're doing good because Brentford is not an easy place to go. It's not easy to go to Brentford and just easily walk all over them and win 3-0 without it dropping a sweat. And look, big up to Arsenal, man. If it's a title race between Arsenal, Spurs, and City, who am I to say no? It's good to always have a competition. Big up to you, Luca, man. How you doing? So let's go to this game, Everton. So everybody was saying West Ham are gonna slap Everton because Everton are not well. The Everton team was very, very different. There was no Pickford. It was the guy, is it Brovic or Bavic, the guy who used to play for Chelsea, I think so. No, or he also played for Bournemouth.
Mm,
The whole defense is changed now. Cody is there. Like it's a whole with Tarkowski. Uh, the team looks different. Onana or Sanana or whatever his name is. I'm looking at him. I'm gonna know his name soon because I started getting interest in him. He played very good against Liverpool. Remember the black fellow with the
mm,
dreads? Yeah, he looks like he's a good DM. The team is better. The team today, I'll get a picture of it, is so different. You're like, wow, this is
yeah,
a change. This is a definition of back your manager. Like
I
unlike
agree. I agree.
Rogers at Brendan Rogers at Leicester. So I don't know if you watched this game, but even if you didn't watch this game, what's your overall thought of Everton now? They drew against United. Iwobi was man of the match, and he's changed his career. People say Lampard is not that great, but he's improved Iwobi. Mope left Brighton. He's now an Everton player. Like he scored
Mm,
today. Mope scored. So that's the same Mope when he was at Brighton. People are saying, oh, Porter doesn't have a striker, but Mope is balling. He scored at Everton. So, yeah, you tell me what's your thoughts on all this, man? Are you happy for the Lampard?
yeah. Oh, you're going too far there. No, I'm not going to say that I'm happy for Lampard, but with regards to the criticism that he gets and obviously the comparison, Gerrard, Lampard, Arteta, this group of managers, I think the discredit that Lampard gets for what he did at Chelsea, holding the ship during their whole transfer ban and things like that, doesn't get enough attention. I mean, they were quick to boot him out and get Tuchel, but again, they got rid of Tuchel, and what happened? They got rid. They got rid of
He's the
Lampard.
one who got them where they were in the Champions League.
Exactly.
Tuchel took over a team that was already far.
Exactly. He got them, especially in the Champions League. He made sure that they got through the group stage. Tuchel came in during the
Yeah.
knockout stage. That they don't remember that. And then now Tuchel's out the door. But I think Lampard does again with these young coaches or new coaches. They have to have their trials. They have to have their mistakes. And I think Lampard can be good. I think he can be good. What he's doing over at Everton, you just mentioned it, like the number of changeover.
Yeah, look at
And
the. Can you see the team?
yeah, yeah, and
That's
and again,
that's not the team we know. That's
not at
not like
all.
it's only Gordon, Iyobi, Gray. But apart from that, Onana is the kid who I think somebody will pick him up soon because that's a
Mm,
baller. They got back Ghana. People were laughing that Ghana is back. They were laughing that he's back from PSG, but he's good. Look at that defense. It's all changed.
yeah,
So he knew that defense was poor. That Everton
exactly.
defense is poor. Yeah.
So again, I know it's not consistent challenging the big teams with results. However, they're good. Did Everton not get a draw? Or no, did they get a draw or did they beat Liverpool?
They got a draw against
They got
Liverpool.
a draw, right?
Yeah, they got a draw. Yeah.
So Lampard's doing his thing over there. And again, I'm so and I remembered this morning, and I was like, had my head in shame. But when I was talking about predictions for the season earlier in the year on my show, I actually had West Ham in my top six. I actually had them in my top
You're
six.
not the only one. Everybody had West Ham in the top six because we said the West Ham team has just bought a new striker who's very good. He looks great, and they haven't lost anybody. They've actually strengthened a bit. It's the same team. This is Moyes' third season or second season, so he's doing great. He smoked. He got into the Europa. Like he's looking great. They got far in the Europa, so everybody was hyping them. Like there's nobody who you look at the top six. West Ham wasn't in there. People are saying West Ham will finish above United. I saw a lot of them. I was one of them saying
Exactly.
West, but look,
Exactly.
I don't get what's happening at West Ham. This is another L. This is another defeat. And Everton, it looks like things have swapped. Everton were in the shit. Everybody was like, Everton will go down. And somebody was like, Everton have never gone down. They always find a way. Look, getting Ghana back, people are laughing in saying, oh, he's coming back again. He's 34 years old, 33. But look, he's made that midfield solid. And with Onana, who, as I said, I think someone to pick him up. It looks great for Lampard. And
Mhm.
you said it yourself. People don't give credit to Lampard. That it's Lampard who brought the Mason Mount. It's Lampard who fixed up that team, and he managed to get them into the top four while they were not able to spend money. Let's give
Yeah.
the man that credit.
Yeah. So
But do you know what the
and
sad thing is, though?
what's that?
Lampard is also losing his hair now. So coaching is bad, management is bad. Remember, he had a full
Hey
set
man.
of hair. Now
Yeah. It's the stress, man. It's the stress. And the thing is, they got to think about football all the time. Not only are they thinking about the next match, but they're dealing with how to prepare the guys throughout the week. Again, I know the jokes are out there, but if you aren't bald or if you aren't losing your hair, you're not a serious manager. Those managers with good quality hair, they're not ready yet. They're not ready. They're not ready to do it. There's a process. You're on mute. You're on mute.
it's either you're like Conte that you fixed your hair. You fixed your hair because he had to fix his hair. His hair was going. Tuco's hair was going before he
Yep.
left. Like this management thing is not great. The only one who is keeping his hair right now is Ateta, looking like a Lego Batman. So like at the end of the day, guys. So that's it, guys. So those were the games from week 8. Hopefully we'll do another one for week 9. That's if we get time. But guys, go and subscribe to Veda Games. It's on YouTube. Veda Games. You can do. Do you want to do your Veda thing?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Your promo.
Let me try and
Your
do that.
mm. Yeah, so go, yeah, there you go, guys. Veda Games, go and subscribe to him on YouTube. He's got a program, Why Always Me. It's amazing. And guys, subscribe to Football and Chill's podcast. I'll be doing a lot of interviews. As I said, I've got a few YouTubers who I want to interview. It's just a matter of finding time to do it with them so that I'm not at work. I'll also interview Veta and Carl one day and ask them why they joined why they started the podcast. And I also will be able to expose better that he used to play FIFA. Does he still play FIFA? And I challenged him live on camera that we should play FIFA. So we're gonna see that on Twitch maybe, or we're gonna see that on YouTube. Unfortunately, YouTube every time you do that, they do a copyright. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we if we're gonna game, we'll have to do it on Twitch,
Twitch, yeah.
and on Twitch we can carry on and do it. Or you know what? We can just have our own. We could actually have our own channels and let the world know they're watching it from my perspective, watching it from your perspective, but we can both be in each other's ear. So
Yeah, grand. Yeah. Did you play Mortal Kombat? Because
of course I did. Of course I did. Of course.
Flawless victory.
I'm gonna have to get some one of those. Like, I wish you had. Do you have to finish him?
I do. I do. I will do that right now. Uh,
Yeah, gas,
let
you
me see.
gas,
Let me see.
yeah, gas, yeah, gas,
Flawless
yeah.
victory.
Oh, hold on. You hear that?
No, I don't hear the finish in my
Flawless
head. That's
victory.
the first victory again. I thought you had to finish him, but
Oh, oh, finish him? No, 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 I don't. I have.
okay, good.
Outstanding.
Okay, cool. So that's for next time. Anyway, guys, that's that for me and Vita. We just did a review of the week 8. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Enjoy your Sunday. I'm gonna go enjoy my Sunday. Watch a bit of watch a bit of a movie or chillax with the kids. So, guys, that's from me. And until we see you next time, guys, all we can say is.